Yo, what's good you guys? So today I'm going to talk about Hell's Paradise, which is this really cool anime that dropped out recently. In this video I'm going to talk about what I really liked as well as what I didn't really like about this show, as well as dig into the themes of this show, the themes that this show really talks about. And also I will also talk about how much I would recommend it to people. So here we go. This anime came out this year, if I'm not wrong. At least I watched it this year. It's a new Mappa production. It's a new Mappa show. So being Mappa, I was really excited because recently they have been taking on projects which are really popular. They have been taking on projects which are really great, especially in the source material, the manga itself. I have no idea what the manga is about, so I'm an anime only watcher. Now, this show follows Gabimaru the Hollow. He's supposed to be executed because he did some terrible crime where he left his village, so the village chief wants him to get executed. So he got split up from his wife. And this executioner comes in and says that, look, you come with me to this mystical island where nobody really returns back, and the only thing that ever returned back was his body filled with flowers all over it. And if you go there, get the elixir with me and come back alive, your execution will be cancelled and you can go reunite with your wife again. And Gabimaru has this goal to finish the task at hand and get back to his wife. So and that's his motivation throughout the show. I think this show has discovered some really interesting themes. I want to talk about themes first because of how interesting they are in the show. So there's gender roles being talked about here. There's change of a person, turning into a new leaf from your past to now. There's never giving up, courage in the face of adversity, and so many other great themes. Sacrifices, protecting your loved ones, and really, this show has discovered some really great themes, and that's what I really like about the show. Actually, that's my favorite part about the show, the themes that it deals with. Then we also have the plot twist, especially coming to the end of the season. There were a couple of plot twists that really surprised me, especially coming to the end of the season. I'm not going to spoil what they are, but you know what, if you have seen it, you know what they are. If you haven't, go check out the anime. And they really threw me in for it. I was like, wow, I didn't think about it. That's some really cool plot twist. I also really like the side characters, not just our main character Gabimaru the Hollow. There are a lot of side characters in this show which are really great. Like, they are very relatable. The struggles they face, they are really great. I really liked seeing them, especially certain characters who didn't get much screen time. There was this really big guy who covered his entire face except for one of his eyes. I thought he had although he didn't have much screen time, he was really a great character for the amount of screen time he really had. They really developed his character really well for the amount of screen time they gave him. Actually, there were many other characters in the show which were introduced that I really liked. I can't think of a single character whom I thought was poorly written. I thought all the characters here were very well written. That's honestly what I thought. It's an incredible series. And look, nothing is ever perfect, alright? Even this show. So I had some flaws with this show as well. My biggest flaw is a tiny flaw, but because mainly I really love this show, but my biggest flaw is the animation. Now look, Mappa has been taking on some really great projects recently. Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, and now this thing. And I'm hearing they're going to do One Punch Man Season 3, so there's that as well. So I can see that their hands are really tied. They really have a lot of work to do, and the workers are really being overworked. And in this show, it's really very evident because the animation in certain parts I felt could have been better. Yes. I have a problem with the animation despite it being Mappa. Mappa has come out with some really great animation, but in this show, at certain parts, I felt like the animation was a bit weak. Now, don't hate me, we all have our opinions, and I felt the animation here was really weak. Especially with certain character features, like I felt they lacked the details in characters as in their designs, and that's mainly due to the animation. So I wish that could have been improved upon, and I have a theory as to why the animation I was not a fan of. I mean, Mappa takes on a lot of projects, so they are clearly being overworked. And in this show, it's really evident they weren't given much time to work on the animation of this show. Because, again, they are working on so many shows. And that's the problem. They are really prioritizing quantity over quality right now. So Mappa, please, give your workers a break. Your animators need a break. And really, just go slow. Postpone your projects. You have to just go slow and really help your animators out here. This is not only a problem in Mappa, but it's also a problem in Sony. A lot of the animators are quitting because Across the Spider-Verse really overworked. A lot of the animators worked on it, like wow. So please give some appreciation to your animators. They're putting a lot of hard work into this. I think they deserve more credit. And yes, another flaw I had was the season's end. Look, I really like when endings really tie up loose ends. Even though there will be a continuation of the story, I would really like at least some of the loose strings tied. And that's what Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 did really well. It's like there's going to be a continuation of the story, but it really tied up many of the loose strings very well. In this, a lot of the loose strings were left untied. And look, I get it, it's to make you feel, suspense and mystery so that you wait until the second season comes up. But I would really love to see at least a few of the loose strings tied up, because a lot of things have been introduced, especially towards the ending, and I felt like they could have gotten there faster. And yeah, I wish they could have gotten to the ending faster so that more things could have been told in the story. And that this is a great show. How much I would recommend it to people? If you're a fan of shonen action genre, I would highly recommend it to you. If you're a fan of shonen action genre but have some themes that are more complex and not meant for the younger audience, then give this a try as well. And if you're someone who's into shonen and really like themes like power of friendship and things like that, maybe you wouldn't like this show that much, unless you would be willing to give more complex themes a try. Then give this show a try. I think this will be a great starter for you guys. My personal rating for the show out of 10 will be 7.9 out of 10. I don't think it's like the best anime that's come out recently, but I really think it's a really great anime, especially for hardcore shonen fans who also like really more mature themes. I think this is a great show for you. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. You guys are always the best. Thanks for watching.